Okay, I just deleted the folder, target folder from this location. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create this folder once again. Okay, for that, I'm just trying to create a data frame here. Okay, so I got 5 records here. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm just writing that data to the Delta table. Okay, Delta file, I can say. It's not table. Of course, backend it is acting as a table, but it's a file format actually. Okay, so if you want, you can go ahead and check this one here. This is the refresh button. If at all, if you want to see something, expand this one, test schema, target volume, and the volume name is my folder name is actually this one. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just try to modify here few records here, 6, 7, 8, okay, 9, okay, 10. Okay, this is what I wanted to take actually. That's okay. Event name is same. That's okay. ID, as long as ID is different, that I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm just writing. See, what I'm trying to do, what I wanted to tell you here is insert operation or writing the data in this way, both are same, right? Do you guys agree? See, I'm writing the data to this particular table or to this particular file or folder in a PySpark format. The equivalent command for this one in SQL is insert command. Both are same only, right? Whether I do it, okay, let's try to do append operation here, not overwrite. Okay, let me do the append here. So both are same only, right? Insert command or writing in append mode to this particular folder is nothing but insert command only. Okay, let me try to write that one here. Okay, so I've written the data. So what I will do is, let me refresh the command here. When you keep inserting the data into the table, into the folder, what is happening? Every time you, okay, so not this one, delta data. So every time you're inserting the data to that table, it is actually creating a new file. And one more thing that you need to observe is here, uh, under the delta log, every time it is creating one CRC and one JSON file. So your JSON file actually maintains the metadata related to these files here. Okay, that is what I wanted to tell you. So one more file I wanted to create here, that is 10, up to 10 I've created, right? So 11, 12, let's say 13, let's say 14, sorry, sorry. Okay, so 14, 15. So this is what the data I wanted to write it again here. See, observe one thing. See, even in the table also, if you're writing the data, if you're inserting the data, it is simply creating a new file. Whether you're inserting one record, 10 record, 1 million record, based on the size of, like, it will try to create the files. Okay, for that commit actually it create one file. For now, you just try to understand that. So any size constraints are there. Shiva, once it fills up the 25 MB or 50 MB or 100 MB, is it going to create a new file? Or even if you insert billion records, it is going to create only one file? That we are going to see. Okay, I'll try to get that million number of records from the internet, and we'll try to insert that one as well. Okay, so I'll do that one. For now, you just try to remember, for every insert, for every commit, insert and commit operation, one file will get created. That's what I wanted to tell you here. So let me execute this data frame once again, and I'm writing again it to the delta data. Okay, now you guys understood the insert operation. Okay, so let me refresh it again. You can see 3 files here: test schema, target volume, delta data. 3 files got created under delta log. So one more file got created, that is 02 CRC, 02 JSON. You know what data it is there inside that one. Yesterday I've shown you, right? So I'm not doing anything now here. Now what I wanted to do here is I just wanted to read the data from it. So if you want to read the data from it, how do you read that one? I told you already, it will act as a table. Select star from delta dot, that path you need to put it in backticks. That's what I told you. Backtick symbol, you know, right? Just below the escape symbol in your keyboard. Okay. Let me execute this one. Oh, not demo DB, right? It's a test DB, right? Okay. Let me execute, control enter. Now see, I can see 15 records in this particular table. So these records are enough to understand the behavior of update and delete operation. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 15 records are there. That's okay. Okay. So before I go ahead and explain the uh, update and delete operation, I just wanted to tell you one more important command which we use it regularly in real time is describe command. Okay. So generally in databases, whether it may be Oracle, SQL Server, like whatever the regular databases you guys are using, if you want to know the columns of the table, what command do you write it? If you want to know the structure of the table, how do you check that?
Describe.
Describe table name, right? Here
Yes.
also same concept. Describe. We can write simple describe also here. Let me try to write it here. Let me copy this command as is. I'll tell you why we are writing every time percentile SQL also. Maybe maybe today or tomorrow I'm going to discuss that. Okay. So describe this particular table. Let me execute this one and see what is happening here. Okay. Again, it is saying that reject this. Instead
Demo.
of demo DB, we need to write it as test DB. Okay. Now let me execute it again here. See what you're getting here. Are you getting the same like your database? Hey, you have these three columns: event ID, event name, event data. All three columns are string data type actually. Comment is nothing. I did not write anything here on top of this delta. That is the reason we are not getting anything here. Okay. So this is what you get, right? Even databases also. See, my point is here. I just wanted to prove here this delta file format is purely acting as the table in your database. This is just a file format. That's it. We'll see how like Databricks is actually converting this as a table. That we will understand. Okay. So we got this. When you describe it, actually, you're getting the column names and its data types. Okay. So one more command is there, that is describe extended. We'll get little more information about that. Okay. What is that additional information we are going to get here? Okay. If I execute, okay, test DB, right? See apart from the column names, what else you're getting here? The column names, again, statistics of the column names you're getting here. And apart from that, the most important information is here. Okay. Catalog is workspace. Catalog is nothing but your database name. That's what it is trying to say. Catalog is nothing but a high level workspace. Okay. Database is Delta. Table is actually this one. Table indirectly, I told you, right? It is acting as a table. Okay. So that is the reason why this entire path they're trying to treat as a table here. Type is managed. I'll tell you what exactly mean by managed and the external tables. Location, it is actually stored the data in this location. Provider is actually Delta. Okay. And table properties, I'll talk about these properties maybe one by one after some time. So the first property you see here is enable deletion vectors. So equal to true. Delta features append only supported, like blah, 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 it is there. So we'll try to understand one by one here. Okay. Maybe in some time. Okay. So that is one thing. Describe extended means if it is a real table, since it is a delta file, we are not getting the data properly here. But if you create a table on top of this particular file, you will actually get the proper information. That also I'll try to show you. Don't worry about that one. Okay. So it is not giving the proper information here. How do we understand it properly? No, don't worry about that one. Okay. For now, you just try to understand. Describe extended will give you additional information along with the column names. Get it? Okay. Yeah. So that is one thing. And one more thing. One more very important command, that is describe history. Describe history. What has happened on this table? When was the insert operation happened? When was the delete operation happened? When was the update operation happened? When was the merge operation happened? what is happening in this table. If you want to know that one, we need to write the command history. This one also we use it not regularly, but very often we use this one. Not regularly. I mean, whenever we want to restore the data, right? At that time, we use this history command. I'll tell you why do we restore the data. Okay, now let me execute this command here. Let me execute this command. Okay, again, this demo DB. So test this DB and execute this one and see what you're getting here. See, hey, this is the table actually. My table is this one only. Okay, what happened here in the first time? Write operation. That means insert operation happened. Second time also, see, every time you do one transaction, it is creating a version. 0, 1, 2, these are all the versions. The version number always starts with the 0. When you create the table, actually, when you write the data first time, it is actually considering as a this one, right? But when you create a table in the tables, actually, in the database, it considers as a 0th version. Okay, when once you start writing the data to that one, 2, 3, 4, and so on, how many transactions you do, that many number of versions it is going to create in the backend. See, so what is the use of these versions? I'll talk about that one. Okay, so that operation or the transaction related data we can see here. What is that mode here? Append operation we have done. Append operation. Okay. Even in the real time also you'll get append operation is nothing but insert here. Okay. Who inserted that one? That username also you're getting here. That user ID also we're getting here. In the real time also, if you do something on the table, you'll be captured here. Be careful if you delete something. No problem. Even if you delete something, we can retrieve it easily. Don't worry about that one. But if you say I did not do anything on the table, they'll catch you easily. Okay. So from which notebook you have done that operation? This is the notebook. From which cluster you have done that operation? See, everything is captured here. What is the read version? At that time, when it is creating the version 2, what was the version actually? What was the earlier version? 1. Okay. So like that, how many files are written actually here? 1 file is written. Number of records are 5. The number of output bytes is 1156. See, everything is captured here. So this is what I was telling you in the Delta Lake features yesterday. Delta.io is there, right? So yesterday I was telling you the features, right? So one among them is audit history. This is what we observe now. Delta Lake log all change details, providing a full audit trail. This is what the proof for that. Where is this? Yeah. See, you do everything. You do insert, update, delete, merge, do whatever you want. It captures in the backend. Okay. Hmm. Okay, Shiva, you're telling that. Okay, so one of the feature I told you, time travel, right? So even if something goes wrong in the delta, we can retrieve our data easily, right? So that is what I'm going to prove now. So let's say, Shiva, until version 2, actually, my table was fine. My delta folder was fine, absolutely fine. You did some bad thing in the third one, actually, in the third operation. Okay. Now I want you to restore the data. Select a star from this delta table version as of which version you wanted to restore. That version we can give here. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll talk about these commands in depth once we get into the Unity catalog again. Uh, for now, I'm just demonstrating all the features of the delta at high level. Okay, so the proof of that one is, see, at version 1, we see only, again, this is irritating. Okay, test. Okay, let me execute this one. See, we see only 10 records, right? See, I see only 10 records. See, this is exactly like same like your Snowflake, right? The Snowflake also we do the same similar kind of thing, right? select star from the table. We have three options actually to retrieve the data. What are all the three options? So we forgot it long back. Why are you asking all those questions now?
Timestamp, date, time.
Timestamp based.
That's it.
What is that other one?
Query ID level.
Query ID based. This is also quite similar to that one only, guys. Timestamp also we can use. That option also is there. We can use that timestamp also. No problem at all. I'll talk about that one also. Okay, so this is nothing but your time travel. Okay, scalable metadata we have seen, time travel we have seen, open source also we have seen. I mean, you don't need to download anything or you don't need to pay anything for the license here. We have seen that one. Batch processing anyway, I'm going to talk. Schema evaluation I've shown yesterday. Audit history also I've shown. DML operations also I'm going to show now the DML operations so that we can complete the features of the Delta. Okay, now.
Master.
Oh.
This time travel, does it have any limit? I mean, to say.
By default, 7 days we can
7
retrieve.
days.
7 days default.
And this versions, right? So
It keeps creating actually. If the files are available in the backend, definitely it can restore. Okay, I'm going to talk about that one once we get into the time travel concept. See, the topic is not yet over. I'm just giving you high level. These are all the features. Okay, I'm going to talk about that one. Don't worry. Okay, now I wanted to do update operation or delete operation, guys, and see what is happening in the backend when you do that operations. Okay, let me expand this Delta data. Currently, I have 3 files here. Okay, 3 files here. And I have 0, 1, 2 CRC and JSON files. Okay, set event location is not there here. I'll just try to remove these two here. Okay, what I'll do is first let me try to do delete operation. Yeah, first let me try to do the delete operation. Event name, event underscore name. Okay, event name. What I'll do is event underscore x. I'm changing it here. Okay. Sorry, delete operation, right? Okay. Sorry, my bad. So where event ID we need to remove. That's what I wanted to do actually. Event ID equal to 1. Yeah. See, it has given me the help here. Okay. Now let me try to execute this command. Delete from table. That's what you do, right? Even in the databases, where command we regularly use it, right? Now let me execute this one and see what is happening here. Again, demo DB issue. So test a schema, test a DB. Now let me execute this. Immediately, what is happening here? You try to understand. Yes. Number of rows affected 1. Okay. If I go ahead and select this one, first record, I mean, event ID 1 will get deleted definitely. Let me execute and see that. See? Hey. Event ID is, version as of 1. Sorry. My bad. Now, current state of the table I wanted to read, right? So, see, I'm not able to see that one here. See, everything got arranged here, that too. This is what I'm expecting actually. Now, see what is happening here. Let me expand this here. Test schema, target volume, delta data. Oh, my bad. Okay. Refresh this once again. I'm expecting one more extra file here. This Parquet data, I'm deleting it. Is irritating me. Delete Parquet data, right? Yeah. Now let me expand the test DB, test schema, target volume, delta data. See, this is what I'm expecting actually. See, one more. Previously, we have 0, 1, 2 only, right? 3 also we have, or like only 1, 2? Only 1, 2, right? 0, 1, 2, right? 0, 1, 2 or not?
Yeah, 1, 2 only.
1, 2 only, right? Yeah. See here, try to observe here. I know we have 3 files, right? I know we
Yeah,
have 3
three,
files.
three files.
Okay, 3 files were there. So 5 records, 5 records, 5 records. And one additional file got created here. Okay. Along with that, one more additional file called deletion vector. What is this, Siva? And 2 more files got created here. Okay. See what I wanted to understand what is there, what content is there inside this 003 and what content is there in the 004. Okay, let me go ahead and focus on that one first. So where did we read that file yesterday? Where did we read that? Let me bring that command here. Where is that? 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 This is the one, right? Now let me copy this command here and come down and try to read it. But I need to copy paste the path, guys. Let me do that. The last cell, I'm just pasting this one and test schema, target delta data, delta log. Inside delta log, actually, this is there, right? Okay. So inside 3, what is happening here? 3.json, what is there inside that? I just wanted to understand here. See, what is that? It is adding one file. See, add operation is happening here. Add operation is happening here. So what has happened here? What has happened here? So deletion vector file is created here. Okay, cardinality 1, offset 1, path online DB, something they have given here. See what happened, here when you delete something, it is supposed to delete. I have 3 files, right? 1 to 5 records are there in this file. 6 to 10 records are there in this file. 11 to 15 records are in this file. Okay, when I try to read select star from this particular table, what it has to do actually? What it has to do actually? It should exclude that record and it has to give that, apart from that one, it has to give all other records, right? But in my third file, actually, I have that one also. I have that one also. I have that one also. So what is happening here? Okay, it has to exclude that, right? So that exclude that record where it is like recording that information. That information is there in this deletion vector file. Okay, in a binary format. You don't understand that language actually. If you want to read that one, you'll see everything in a binary format. That is what it is saying here. In 003, hey, I added one deletion vector actually. In the deletion vector, I'll maintain, don't read record 1. Event ID 1. Apart from that, read everything. That is where when you read select star from the table, you're getting, except 1, you're getting all the other things. Did you get my point? You know what happened in the Deltalake 3.0? You know what happened when you delete something? Okay, let me write down here. You'll understand. So in this file, I have 1 to 10, right? 1 to 5, right? 1 to 5 records are there, right? So in this file, 6 to 10 records are there, right? Okay, in this file, 11 to like 15 records are there. Okay, when you delete event ID 1, what it used to do in Delta 3.0, it will simply delete this particular file and it will recreate one more file from event ID 2 to 5. So that when you read select star from table, it actually takes the data from this file, and this file. This concept you try to apply in the Snowflake. What happens in the Snowflake when you try to do some delete operation or some insert operation?
Yeah,
Every time it is going to create a new micro partition, right?
micro partitions.
Same concept here also. Okay, it is deleting, it is marking this particular file as delete, and it is going to create a new file with a 225. Now that is not happening here in Delta 4.0. You know what is the disadvantage of doing that one? The storage, more storage will increase, right? See, it has to retain this file, and it has to create one more file, right? With 225. Unnecessarily, it is maintaining two files, right? Am I getting? Are you getting my point?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. So instead of creating two files, hey, from this particular file, from this particular file, okay, I don't want to read that one. That information I try to maintain in this 003 JSON file. Okay, you see, it will indirectly delete this file and recreate the same file. I mean, it is not deleting physically. Logically, it is deleting, and it is recreating the same file logically, and it is capturing that information metadata in some other file. Okay, clear? This is what we call it as a deletion vectors. Deletion vectors are purely to save the storage. Which records got modified by user or by in a table, that information, that piece of information will be available in the deletion vectors. See, bin. The extension is .bin. This is one of the interview question. What is the use of deletion vectors? And I told you one more thing here. Let me try to, okay, let me close this one. When you describe this one, or when you when you execute describe history and see what is happening here. Now, I deleted the record right here. See, I performed delete operation. After that, it has done the optimize command. On top of the delete command, it has ran actually optimize command. What is that optimize command? So 1 to 5 records are there in this file, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, right? So instead of reading the data from all three files, it will try to maintain all this data in a single file. That information is available in 004. I'll prove that one here. See, try to understand what I'm trying to say here. So I did continuously 3 insert operation, and on top of that one delete operation performed. Now after delete operation, it has optimized in the backend. Optimized is nothing but, so when you do select star from the table, it has to read the data from all the different files, right? So instead of doing that one, it is simply creating the like one this file, big file with all the information from all these files. Okay, Shiva, when it is copying the data from all these files into this file, why it is still maintaining these 3 files? Can you tell me? Why Snowflake is maintaining micro partition still?
time
Huh?
Time travel.
Ah. See, when you do time travel, it has to read the data from the backend files, right? This is the proof for that one. See, in Snowflake, backend, they don't show all these operations and all. In Databricks, this is transparent actually. Okay, so what is happening in 004? I wanted to understand, guys, actually. Now, let me go ahead and prove that one here. So, 4, execute this and see, it is adding the file. Okay, so let me expand this one and see what is the minimum number, minimum values. 004 only, right? 1 second, let me copy this path once again. Copy volume path. Now let me execute this. Okay, so event ID, number of records are 14. So out of 15, we deleted one record, right? Actually, the minimum event ID is 10. Why it is showing 10 here? Event name is event A, that is fine. Date is this. Maximum values are max values, event ID is 9. Why is it showing this actually? 9 to 10, did it create one more file? Tight bonds true, optimized this one, that is okay. How many records are there in this one? 1 second. It is behaving in a different way. 1 second, 1 second. Snapshot isolation. This is what I was. See, number of files, removed files are 3, and it is number of added files is 1. That is what my understanding. That is correct. Number of deletion vectors removed is 1. It has deleted that one also. And number of records. Where do I see that? Where do I see that? Number of records. I should be able to get that here properly. I don't know why I'm not getting it. Minimum value, I'm expecting 2 here, event ID. That's what my understanding. But it is showing that number of records are 14, which is correct. I don't know why it is showing the minimum value as 10 here. Maybe because of the string, it is behaving like that. It could be because of the string, guys, actually. It could be because of the string. See, string actually, if you sort them by order, you'll not get in a proper order, right? Actually, maybe because of that reason, actually, it is showing like that. But actually, it will show the minimum values, maximum values properly only. We could have converted that into integer format or number format, that event ID, then we could have got it properly here. Maybe that could be the reason here. Why it is showing 9 and 10 here. The event name it is showing properly here. Only the numbers it is not showing properly. 01 to 05. This one also showing properly here. Only this one is behaving differently. Okay, for now you just try to understand the minimum event ID is 2, maximum event ID is actually 15. Okay, it sorts the data properly in the backend. I'm very sure about that. Okay. So this is about the delete operation. See, we don't deal with all these things in real time. I mean, we don't need to come back and see whether how many files are added, how many files are deleted in the backend. But based on, why I'm explaining all these things is based on this concept only. Some commands are there, optimize command, vacuum command are there actually, which is one of the optimization techniques in Databricks. So if at all, if you want to understand those things, you need to understand all these operations. Okay. Hmm. Okay, fine. Any questions before I move on to the update command?
Yeah, Shiva, from this deletion file, so the latest file 4 has all the data, right?
All the data,
So
correct.
it's merged.
Correct.
So in this, whatever the event ID equal to 1, we are deleting. Maybe I missed. So in which file, I mean, not like file, right? Because it contains all the data. So how
Now in this file, we have all the accumulated data. It has copied the data from all these 3 files and it is accumulated in this file.
In this file. And from this, simply deletes.
When you do select star from this table, going forward, it is going to read from this one only, not from all the other files. When you travel back, then only it will come to these files and read the data.
Travel back means like as of version 1.
As of version 1, as of version 0 is there, right? If you do that one, then it will come back to these files.
Okay. So when we do deletion, then only it will do this. All files, previous files get merged into single file.
No, not only delete actually. Even in the case of update also that will happen. I'll talk about that one as well.
Insert is not happening, right? Only for
For
updating.
insert every time when new file will get created. That's it.
New file get created, but not a merged file into single file.
Not the merged file. Correct. Merged
Okay.
file also will happen, but you have to run the optimize command. That also I'm going to talk.
Okay.
Okay, if you keep inserting the data back end, it is going to create hell lot of files, right? At some point of time. But when you do select star from the table, what it has to do? It has to read the data from whole bunch of table files, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a tedious task actually. That is what we call it as in Databricks small file problem, small file issue. So when you run the optimize command, optimize is a special command actually. We run on top of the table or delta file. Okay, when you do that one, what will happen? It will try to accumulate all the data from all the smaller files, and it is going to create a new 1 GB file. The file size is 1 GB. Okay, it creates 1 GB files actually. The backend. I'll show you that one. I'll prove that one. Don't worry. See, for now, you just try to understand when you do a delete operation, backend it is going to create one deletion vector. What the deletion vector contains is, hey, delete that record 1, event ID 1 from so and so file. Okay, what record it is supposed to delete, that it is going to maintain. In the metadata, it is saying that, okay, a deletion vector is added, and the deletion vector is added on top of which file. That's what it is going to maintain in the backend. And instead of reading the data from small files, it has created one big file, which has all the data from all the small files. It ran the optimize command as well in the backend. Did you get my point?
Yes.
Everyone is clear?
Shiva, if deletion vector accidentally deleted, means that file deleted.
No, that will not happen, right? See, even something is deleted, I told you CRC files are there, right? From that, it can recover.
Okay.
Everything is taken care here. See, we don't touch actually these files in the backend in real time.
Okay, got it.
You'll not get access also to these files.
Oh, admin
They will not give you
will-
access, yes. But still, you need to understand the behavior.
So we are not able to see the data also, sure. Like that
We are not, directly, we are not able to see the data here. You cannot able to read this file. You download this file and put it in some other folder and try to read it.
Oh, okay.
You directly from this path, you cannot able to do. I tried it multiple times actually. Even in the real time also tried it. I was not able to read that. No, you will not get it. I mean, you don't need to do that one actually, first of all. I mean, out of curiosity, if you want to know really it has all the 14 records or not, you just try to download that. Okay, let me do that one for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go to I could have source volume is there, right? I'll just try to upload my file here. Okay, so click on this one, upload to volume, click on browse, and go to downloads, and this is the file actually. Click, okay, upload it. So now let me expand this. Let me expand this to schema source volume and take the path of this. Copy volume file path, come down, or you can copy from here also, and click here and see. And I'll ask my assistant to read the file. Okay, read the file from below path. Something, whatever I know English, like I'll just give here. See, it is it is giving the code, piece of code. Accept this. I don't want to write the code. Why should I write that? Now execute this and see the data here. Oh, we see only 11 to 15. Okay. I think this is different file. Now let me see the optimized file actually, which one it has created. I mean, I just have downloaded randomly here. Okay, this could be the third file when we inserted the data, right? Did you get my point?
Correct.
I wanted to
Yeah.
understand actually which file it has created in the backend. For that, if I expand this one, and if I see that 4.json, if I try to read that 4.json, okay, then it will show you that, okay, it has added, which file it has added actually. Now see, this is the one. 523C. Where is that 523C? This is the file. It has created this file. This is the optimized file actually. Now let me download this one, download volume file, and let me upload that one to the, let me delete this one actually. Let me delete volume file, delete it. The problem is every time it
You
refreshes.
can query from there only, right? Why you are like,
You cannot read query from there. You cannot query from there. So upload to volume, browse. Which file is that? 523, right? Yeah, this is the one. Open and upload it. Okay. Yes. Where is that file? Let me expand this. Let me expand this source volume. Let me copy the full volume path and come down here and try to change the file name here, 523. 523 only. Now let me execute this and see back and see from second record onwards, 15 record. This is what I was telling you.
what is the reason why we cannot read the data from target volume?
That is the delta behavior actually. Directly you cannot, I mean, it expects the delta. Okay, let me show you that one. What is the error it is going to throw? Okay, now this is the file, right? Let
Change
me
change the volume name. That's it.
volume path. Yeah, that's it. So I just copied from there. Now I'm sorry, one second, just a second, yes. Okay, I'll just remove this part and paste it whatever I copied. Yeah, this is the one, right? Delta data, and inside that one, this is the file. If I try to read that one, see, it will throw error definitely. See, incompatible format detected. You cannot do that actually. Okay.
Shiva, like one partition file event ID, suppose 00 last file has one, and other Parquet file also, when we update some operation again, we have event ID equal to one, right? So all this information merged into single file, and from this it will delete the event ID equal to one, correct?
From this, from which file? From last file?
No, just considering because first time we inserted the data event ID equal to one, so that is in the first Parquet file, right? So after second file you inserted some data, okay, other than this event ID, okay, and third file you updated some event
Not
ID equal
updated.
to
1 to 5
or
in one file. 5 to 6, sorry, 5 to 6 to 10 are in one file, and 11 to
11 to
15 are in
15
one
is
file.
another file.
One file.
So after this you update, suppose before deleting you updated event ID equal to one, so we got two another Parquet file, right, which has event ID equal to one.
No, I did not update. That's what I was telling. These are all
Yeah,
I did continuously insert operations, right?
correct.
Because
Just
of that
asking.
insert operation. So
Just
still don't get
asking.
into the update operation. Update operation I'm going to explain.
Okay. So as of now, only these records are there. So when we deleted, we have all the major file. From this, it will consider that and delete the data.
Correct. So all the data from all the smaller files are accumulated into a bigger file.
Bigger file.
That is what we call it as a optimize. Okay.
To check which partition
English को भी
file,
करना
we need to
fundamental
check in the
क्या?
history data, right? History and check which partition file
Correct.
contains.
Correct. History, or you can check here, whichever the latest file is there. If you expand this one, right, whichever the latest JSON file is there you'll get that information.
There also we can get.
This is the latest transaction, right?
Correct.
So you'll get that information here. Yeah, Murali, you're asking something?
No, Shiva. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. So yeah, this is very important, guys. That is the reason I'm focusing much on this one. The deletion vectors are the recently they started asking question in the interviews actually, what is deletion vectors? Like how it will happen. Okay, I want you to check one thing from your end actually. Okay, did you guys observe one thing? When you do here, I don't know how many of you observed that. Where are the properties of this one? Where did I show you the properties actually? Properties of the file. I think in the describe extended, right? Here. See table properties. Did you observe one thing here? Delta dot enabled deletion vector equal to true. See, by default in the delta actually, deletion vectors are set to true. What I want you to do is, for this table, indirectly for this folder, you try to set this property to false. I don't know how you set it. You set it from your end. Use ChatGPT or like use whatever documentation, whatever you want, you just use it. Okay. Set this property to false and do delete operation and see what is happening here. Did you get my point? Are you guys clear with me? Can you guys do that one from into tomorrow's class? Before tomorrow's class? See, you'll get a conclusion here, like what is happening in the backend. That's what you'll understand. The importance of the deletion vector you'll understand if you do that exercise.
First, we will not generate
Huh.
deletion vectors.
So if you're setting these deletion vectors to false, it is going to, okay, you observe and let me know the conclusion points. Okay. Okay, that is fine, Siva. We are good with the delete operation. Only delete operation you explained this much of time. Yes, sir. Yes, that is important. Okay, in interview you should be able to answer it, right? Now, next. So I'm trying to update the data here. Event ID, let's say 2 I'm taking here. Set what? Set what? Set event name. Okay, I can copy the column name directly from here. Set this particular column name equal to. So what I'll do is event, okay, instead of event B, okay, I'll just set to event X. Something, I'm updating something here. Okay, so for the record event ID 2. Okay, let me execute this one here and see what is happening. Observe it keenly here. What is happening? Now one record got affected here. Now let me refresh this and see this here. Test schema, target volume, delta data. See here, one more deletion vector got added here. Okay, now tell me the first conclusion point when you do delete operation or update operation. Come on.
So delete and after insert.
No, conclusion point is for every update and delete operations, one deletion vector will get added. Agree?
Yes.
Agree? Yeah, correct. So previously, I have actually 4 files, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 normal files. That means 3 inserted files. Okay, and 1 optimized file, and 1 more file got created now. So what is that last file? I wanted to understand that actually. Where can I understand that? Describe history. Describe history will give you complete information, right? After optimize, what has happened actually? Update operation happened. Update operation happened. Okay. Now see, indirectly what it is trying to do is, hey, I'll create a deletion vector here. I'll create for update operation indirectly. Update is nothing but delete and reinsert, right? It is simply marking that record as deletion here. Okay, the old record it is maintaining here, and it is creating a new file on top of that. That's it. It's creating a new file. Okay, what is there inside this one? If you want to understand that, let me download this one and try to see. So before that one, I'm just trying to understand what is there, what exactly is there in the 005. So in 005, let me come down and see here, 005, right? That is the latest one, right? Okay, now let me execute this and see it is adding a file here. And see, observe one more thing here. See, in the adding operation, you're getting two here. So one is this is creating this new file. This is creating this new file BA7. Where is that? BA7. This is the new file actually. Okay, and it is creating a deletion vector as well here on top of 523C. See, this is the update happened. This is the update happened on this file. Okay, with updated data, it is going to create a new file. Okay, that means overall, when you do update operation, two new files are getting created indirectly here. Indirectly. Physically, it will not get deleted, but on top of this file, one deletion vector created. So indirectly, delete this one and recreate with this deletion vector and create a new file. When you do delete operation, you'll get only one file, but when you do update operation, you'll get two files. That's what the proof for this one. Able to get it?
Can you
Yeah.
repeat, Shiva?
Hmm?
Update operation also created one file only, right?
Update operation created one extra file,
Extra
but
file.
on top of the previous file, it has created deletion vector, right? That means indirectly, this is also a new file, right? Even the delete also, I told you the same thing, right? Physically, it will not delete, but logically, it will delete.
Okay.
Correct?
So, Shiva, when we are updating, it is taking the previous merged file.
Previous merge file, correct. Correct. It
Previous
will
merged
not
file
touch
on
the older files
uh,
actually.
older
Because
files
all the
and
data is there in the merge file only, right?
single merged file. Yes.
Single merge file, right? Now it will
Yeah.
touch only this one. On top of this one, deletion vector is getting created, and it is creating a one more new file with
One more
updated
new.
data.
Okay.
Okay, see what is there inside this one. If you want to read that, which file it has created, I wanted to understand that actually. So which file is this one? Where is that? So this is 005, right? 005 has created add is nothing but it is creating the file. So A7E, where is that A7E? This is the one. This is the new file actually it has created. Now download the volume file. Okay, and go to the source volume and delete this one, or you can upload directly here, no problem. Okay, sorry, my bad, once again. Upload to volume and click on browse here. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so A7E, this is the file. Open this one and upload this. It is refreshing it every time. Source volume A7E. Copy this, copy volume file path, come down and try to give that file name here and see what data it is there. What data it is there here. See, only updated data is there here. Did you get my point? Only updated data, whatever it is updated, right? That we have here. Observe that point also. Getting my point? Getting my point? Okay, so in the old file, what is there? We wanted to understand. For that, let me try to delete the data. Oh, sorry, not information schema. So this 523 is there. I wanted to delete from here. Delete volume file, delete it. Okay, and now, my bad. Source volume. Okay, now let me download this file from here. 523. Where is this 523 file? Yeah, this is the one. And download volume file. Okay, I just downloaded it and go to this one. Upload to volume and browse this. Where is this 523 file? 523 file is this one on the right. 2234. Yeah. Now I just downloaded it, right? So click on open, click on upload. And now let me copy this path and try to pass on here. Okay, now let me execute this and see. See, old data is there here with the deletion vector. Old data is there. But because of the deletion vector, it will not read. When you do select star from this one, what it will do, when you do select star from this one, where is that select star? Yeah. From if you do select star from, it will try to exclude the record because of the deletion vector from this one. Well, yeah, see, and it will try to read the data from third file as well, the last file, latest file as well. Able to get it? Any confusion? Anything that you did not understand here?
So this is the single merged file, sir.
No, it's not a single merged. So the latest file, because of the update, whatever is created, it is not the single merged file.
Latest file, sorry.
Only updates records it is tracking that, the latest file. Whatever the updates you have done, right? Only it is tracking
Only
that.
update record has the that
Yeah,
record only.
correct.
Yeah.
So when the delete event happens, so delete what's vector file we created and all files are merged into create a new file. So when update the delete vector file created, and again the new file created is only updated statement record.
Correct. That means it will read the data from the old file and the new file that we have. Okay, this is the conclusion, guys.
While reading the data itself, it will just exclude the deleted records. That's all.
The meaning of deletion vector is that one only. If you try to read this data, I don't know whether we are able to read that one or not. I'm just trying to download this one here. Bin file. I think bin file I'm not able to download. I guess 1 second. I'm not able to download that actually. Download volume file. Oh, I think it is downloading in another window. 43 bytes. This is the file actually. Now let's try to read this data actually. Okay, 1 second. So let me try to upload that file to the source volume. Let me go here. Let me try to upload to volume. Browse here and this deletion vector. Open this one. Upload this. And where is this path? Source volume. And try to copy volume full path. And we'll try to read in a Parquet format. We'll see what happens. I don't know whether it is, or we can directly open, I guess, here. We can directly open and see that one, I guess. Let me do that from my local. Let me open that one with the Notepad++. Okay, so this is the one, guys. This is what it is showing. In a binary format, actually. Basically, it is showing everything in a binary format. Okay. Yeah, so that's all about the deletion and update operation. This is very important concept for the next concept, for the future concepts actually, because you need to understand the time travel and the optimization in the Databricks. For that, this will be helpful definitely. See, in Deltalake 3.0, everything was rewritten actually. That is what I want you to like observe that. If you set that property to false, what is happening that you need to understand here.
Shiva, like when we use extended history, right? So uh, it will give on the latest one only, it will give optimize, right? Because when we
Optimize will not happen every time.
uh-huh.
Will not happen every time.
Okay. But when we see the extended history, right, for the deletion, we got two records, right? One is delete and optimize, right? So after we done the updation, so again, it when we see extended history, I think it is not given as two
Optimize,
optimize.
yeah.
Only optimize for the latest one
Correct.
update only.
Correct.
Correct. So if you want to see like when how many like these operations what are optimized, how can we any like delete one
I
optimized
didn't
earlier.
get your question, last question.
So when deletion one optimized, right? After that update one optimized. So if you want to see that
No,
kind of
when you do the update operation, optimize is not happening, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Optimize is not happening.
But when we see this extended history given optimized, right, on top of delete and not like that.
On top of delete is happening, not on top of update,
Not
right?
on top of update. Okay.
Yeah. See, when you try to see all these operations on the Unity catalog table, the scenario is little different. The concept is same, but scenario is little bit different. Little bit. Okay, I'll show you that one also once we create the Unity catalog. Right, I'll show you that one.
Okay.
So here one question, like, so the volume is already tie up with only one table.
No, you can create any number of tables.
So can you create one sample?
Yeah, you can do that. Why not? In a folder or in a drive, you can create only one folder.
In a single source volume folder.
No, I'm asking you in a laptop, if you have drive, C drive, can you create only one folder? Same concept here. Okay, delta data 1 I created here. I'm just refreshing this in the target volume. Let me expand this. Let the schema target volume. Where is this? 1 second. Refresh it once again. Yeah, see delta data I see here with one Parquet file.
Okay.
You can create any number of. See in a okay, you will understand that one once I get into that Unity catalog. But don't think that, okay, when you create a table backend, it actually keep the data, table backend data keeps it in volume. No, the volume backend is actually your storage account, right? You need to think in that way only. Volume is just a logical path on top of your storage account. Okay, I'll show you that one also. Don't worry. Okay, these are all basics only. Once you get into the actual topic, you'll understand all those things.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So let me stop recording it.